Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got a 5 of Pentacles to start us out. I feel like right now you feel like things aren't stable, right? It kind of feels like things are shaky. It feels as if the ground is kind of moving around underneath your feet, right? There could be some financial issues. There could be some health things going on. It might just feel like the world right now is not a very stable place for you, right? It could even be like things are kind of up in the air even. Right? We're going to put this into some context. But the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lot that we're worried about. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's just that, it's almost like our entire life, someone just took it and tossed it up into the air like that. And we're just kind of waiting to see how everything lands. Right? See where what's the damage going to be? Yeah. Well, let's do a few more cards here. Oh, look at that, 3 of Cups. Could this be that everything, that it seems like everything is up in the air, right? That all the pieces of our lives just got tossed up in the air and we're waiting to see where it lands. Maybe everything is falling, but falling into place. Yeah. I like this. This is really good. This makes me worry less. I like getting a 3 of Cups early. It takes a little bit of the sting off of the 5 of Pentacles, right? And look at this. This is some interesting earth energy with the Princess of Pentacles, the Emperor energy, the Art or Temperance card, and look at that, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. I think the Art or Temperance card is trying to say we need to temper ourselves a little bit. Let's not overreact to the situation. Yes, maybe things are uncertain right now. It feels very serious, very worrisome, but I think everything is literally falling into place. It's almost like, hey, just have a cup of tea. Everything's going to be fine, right? Have a little glass of the bubbly. Everything is going to fall right into place. Yeah. And I think really it's falling right into place because you did the work. You did it that way. Because you focused your intention and your will on something and you made the choices and the decisions. And yes, maybe it felt like everything is kind of chaos right now, but you've already done your part. Just have a little coffee or something and things will be okay. Things are going to land right where they need to land. Not only that, but those things that are landing, those pieces that are falling to the ground are planting themselves in the earth, and they're going to bring forth even more abundance for you. Yeah? So this 3 of Cups is really something that's going to keep on keeping on. It's going to just multiply, right? Let's finish up with the rest of our cards here on our Dove and Serpent spread. 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, ooh, the Eon, and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, this was something that you definitely, a decision that you didn't take lightly, that's for sure. And I don't know exactly what this is, but I feel like maybe you've made a really big life change, a big life decision, I feel like you maybe put yourself on a different path than everybody else, It really is a path that's going to grow in abundance. See, we're kind of happy to just get the 4, stable, things are falling into place. But planting the seeds of future abundance, and then in the position of the environment, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Even more success. We thought the 4 was good. The 6 is like unbelievable. You know, it's taking the 4 and it's adding like the icing on the cake here. And I think that feels really, really good. The emotional stability that comes with this too. The 4 of Cups is kind of telling me that, yeah, we're worried now, but that worry is going to settle. We're going to see that everything's falling into place. That's going to give us a deep breath. It's going to really, like, your heart rate's going to slow down, you know. And this still could be something financial, something physical, something health related. It could be something to do with work or career, or a big change that you've made in your kind of your physical earthly life, right? Let's select the mystery card now. Let's do this before I forget. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're going to set it down right here. We're going to put tiny Bob Ross right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the tarot reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. All right? Let's do it together. Let's make it an interactive exercise in intuition. All right. See what we have for Major Arcana. 1, 2, 3, all fire. Notice that? The Emperor, fire. Art or Temperance card, fire. The Eon card, fire. Big fire energies here. This is something that you have to will. This is something that you are choosing to do. It's like you threw all the pieces of your life up into the air, right? And now that things are up there, starting to come down, we're thinking, oh, shoot, did I make the right decision? But what's interesting here is that we don't have a lot of air energy, so maybe you're not. Maybe you're not thinking, oh, did I do the right thing? Maybe things are up in the air and your heart's just like, you're just like waiting for everything to land. Maybe you don't have, it's almost like you know that this was the only choice you had. Is that right? I don't feel like there's any other kind of mental energy that is here that says, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, what do I need to do? I'm so uncertain about this. No, I feel like everything's up in the air, but maybe you already have this certainty that things are going to be fine. So maybe you're already sipping on your cup of lemonade, or your boba tea or something, and you're just like, I know things are going to be fine. And so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is not the advice. Maybe this is showing what you're already doing right now. Do you have a drink in your hand right now? That's the big question. Are you worried? Does it feel as if you don't know how things are going to land, right? And maybe what we're really trying to do with the lack of air energy is we're trying not to worry, right? We're trying to just trust that things are going to come together, that things are going to align, that everything is going to fall into place, everything's going to be okay. We're trying to enjoy ourselves while we wait to kind of take our mind off things, right? Go have lunch with a friend, right? Go have brunch or whatever, I don't know. But don't just stress out about it. So I feel like maybe the three of Cups is you having a glass of wine in the afternoon just to kind of calm down, and so that our mind doesn't start working overtime, second-guessing things, right? Let's keep the Swords energy out of the reading today, please. Mystery card, though? I don't know. So we've got our Major Arcana, and they are all fire cards. So this was something that you definitely chose, and I think it really is, it's a decision that you made in order to further your purpose. Now, I don't know what that purpose is exactly, but I feel like it is basically to improve the quality of life for yourself and your loved ones, right? To transcend the present circumstances and to alleviate suffering. Yeah, alleviate suffering for yourself and for loved ones, okay? So in a very general way, I think that's the purpose for all of us, really, right? But I feel like this was not an easy choice for you. We have the Art or Temperance card up here, and I think there were a lot of moving pieces here, right? Like a lot of things that kind of have to come together. This wasn't a decision that you made lightly. This is one that really took some strategizing. Yeah, there wasn't there was something that wasn't straightforward about this. This was more complicated, a thing, a project, a decision, whatever. A process. It was more complicated than it usually is, whatever. I can't really get a feeling of what you're doing or what this decision is, but it's not just a routine thing. There was complications, right? It could be something medical. I'm not a doctor. This isn't a medical reading. Don't get scared. I'm not predicting anything, right? I'm not fortune telling. I'm reading the energy. So if there was a complicated medical thing, well, you already know about it because you're already dealing with it, right? That's what we're seeing here. But it's something out of the ordinary, something that didn't go like the way it usually goes, like 99 times out of 100. Your time was different than the rest. Yeah. Whatever it might be. And that's okay, right? That's okay. We've got, the four. I like the Four of Pentacles because it does show that this is the minimum of stability that we want. This is a card that says everything's fine. Everything is good. Everything has come together. All the pieces fell into place in a good way. I like the fact that we've got these three earth energies clustered here. And it's kind of like, everything fell exactly in place, but they fell on this very fertile ground where they're creating this abundance that you didn't expect. So whatever's going on in your life right now, whatever these decisions and choices are, there's an unexpected benefit. There's something that's going to blossom from this that you never really could have anticipated, right? It's icing on the cake. We thought the Four of Pentacles was good. The Six of Pentacles is great, okay? And I don't feel like you saw that coming. This is going to be something that's kind of a surprise, yeah? Now, we're going to go to the Path of the Serpent here, and as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And it does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. All right. Who's got the issue with the throat? I don't know if somebody has a sore throat, or if there's some sort of surgery on the throat, or if there's something going on with the neck area or maybe the throat. It could be somebody on a respirator. It could be like a sore throat. It could be somebody that is kind of learning how to talk again or something. I feel there's something here in the throat area. And it could be symbolic. It could be kind of a blocked, throat chakra kind of thing. The energy there not really flowing as it should. Yeah. So maybe there is a need for some communication. Maybe we want one sword or two. We'll have to wait and see about that mystery card. It's not time yet. Soon. Four of Cups here. We're just happy to be in a boat that is stable and things are progressing. Things are getting better. Everything's falling into place. We have this relief. We've got the vessel and we've got the water, right? So it's just like we're out of the storm kind of thing. Our boat is stable, sturdy. There's no holes in it, right? It's not sinking. And we're not headed into any storms. We can see some thunder and lightning and some stormy stuff around us, but for right now, we're okay, right? And this is a huge relief. What we know about the fours, though, is that they're not as stable as they seem. They're good, they're solid, but they're temporary, right? So we have both of these fours, and I feel like this is really... these two cards together, at least, are telling me that this isn't the safest place to build a castle, right? That this is something that we're here in this kind of calm waters, but we can see the storms around us. We can't stay here forever, right? And so whatever this unexpected thing is, let's make sure that we take advantage of it. Yeah. Because we don't realize that and I'm kind of mixing metaphors here, but all of our pieces have fallen into place on this very fertile ground, that there is this kind of new opportunity, this new abundance growing, and, well, it's perfect timing because we realize we can't keep our boat on this water too long because eventually the storm will get closer, right? So we're in a stable place now, but we must keep going if we're going to stay safe and stable and secure, right? And so this could be a lot of things. We can be looking at this financially or physically in terms of health and wellness, or really, any kind of decision that you've made, right? Anything, whatever's going on in your life right now. But the 6 is, this kind of a blinding light, right? It's kind of, this thing has such a luster to it. Maybe it's going to take us a minute to really adjust our eyes to this brilliance and see what this thing is. And maybe at first it's just a blinding light and we're just like, turn the flashlight off. But once we adjust our eyes, we realize, wow, that this is that unexpected opportunity, that this is the real, this is unbelievable, and I don't know what this is, if this is some sort of a financial abundance that is kind of beyond what you could have anticipated, or if this is not just like, and I don't want to focus too much on the medical stuff, right? Because I don't know if that's the situation, and those situations are very sensitive. If it's somebody getting kind of out of critical care and now they're stable, well, then this is kind of that full miraculous recovery that comes unexpected. I didn't think, that this would happen. And so this is a situation that is so much better than you thought. And you were okay with the 4s. This is going to be so much better than that. Okay. But there is still a lot more difficulty to go through. Okay. And it's not going to be a walk in the park. I think it's still this idea that we're out of the woods, but we're not back home safe yet. I know this is a lot of metaphors. We're here in some safe waters, but the storms, they're going to get closer. We've got to do something. It's not going to be the easiest thing. This is the Eon card: judgment, rebirth, reawakening, baptism, or trial by fire. Okay? More decisions. And I feel like you're the one calling the shots here, that Emperor energy in the background. This is you trying to do what's best for everybody. Right? Whether it's financially, it's in terms of your family. Maybe this is a business, right? Maybe you're trying to really take this business and bring it out of the red and at least into the black. Well, getting out of the black, you're going to get the green, right? But there's a lot more decisions. There's a lot more leading that you need to do. Okay, and some of these aren't going to be the easiest decisions. Maybe we're going to have to let people go. Maybe we're going to have to redo the budget, adjust the spending. Maybe we're not going to be able to have company parties for a couple of years or something. This is a card that kind of trims the fat off of things. We go through this doorway, and it's a fiery doorway. It's going to burn off everything that's not essential to us. Okay? But this is the important thing. But comes down to your choices. And we see the 2 of Wands here at the end. It's all about your choices. Yeah. Now, did you recently take something off of the wall? I feel like you had something displayed and you recently took it down. I don't know if that means you're packing or if it was symbolic kind of thing and this is the end of an era. We're taking something down and we got to pack it away. Yeah, it feels like it's kind of a transitional thing where maybe you're moving offices, maybe we're downsizing something. But I feel like you just took something off of the wall. I don't know if it was a picture or a diploma or a sign maybe. But sometimes the Eon card is like that. Sometimes the Eon card says in order to have this amazing, spectacular future, we have to go through this doorway. We have to leave the past in the past. Sometimes we have to pack up the old stuff and say, that's old stuff. I'm looking at new stuff. It's a new era for you in your life. Yeah. And it may not exactly feel that way, but more and more you're going to realize that this is something really special for you. Okay? But it's going to be, again, Two of Wands. It's going to be your decisions. And you're the one that has to really lead the way here. And so I don't know if you're the head of the department, if you're the leader of the business, the owner of the business, the CEO or whatever, if you're the leader of the family, whatever this might be, you're the one in control. Okay? Let's take a look at the mystery card. See what is going on here. Thank you, Tiny Bob Ross. I was thinking like maybe a sword, right? Like one or two swords to show that we're kind of like, we're opening ourselves up to like, we're to communicating and we're starting to think about all this energy. And now maybe it's time. Maybe at first it was just kind of, we made the decision. We just got to step back and just kind of hope, right? And things have stabilized. Now there's this opportunity. There's these other things that we can do. Maybe we need to think about it, talk about it. Let's see what we have. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we have. The Temperance card again. The Art or Temperance card. Sometimes the Temperance card is talking about medicine, right? Elixirs, potions. So I don't know if there is something to do with that here. If there's some kind of again, I don't want to get too much into the medical stuff, but it could be that there is a kind of groundbreaking new treatment sort of thing, or like a new kind of a new medicine on the market or something like that, right? Kind of feels that way to me, but I also feel like this is us kind of understanding the relationship between past and future. Yeah, we're tempering ourselves. We're tempering our expectations. Yeah. And we maybe are understanding that this is going to maybe hurt before it starts to feel better. And I look at that with the Eon card too, because we're going through a fiery doorway. It's going to burn stuff off of us that we don't need anymore. Everything is going to be singed off, all but the most essential parts of ourselves. Yeah. And again, with the medical stuff, I'm not a doctor, obviously. I'm not qualified to give any kind of medical advice, but I almost feel like somebody's got some sort of cancer or something. It kind of is feeling to me like a bit of a cancer treatment kind of thing. Again, I'm not predicting anything. If there is cancer already in your family or in you, and I hope that's not the case. I pray that's not the case. It's something that you already know about, okay? I'm not predicting anything. I have to make sure that's clear, you know. But it has that feeling to me. Yeah. But it's through your decisions that you have the opportunity to really make something a lot better than expected. And we're getting that Temperance card again, and I wonder if, because we have this card twice now, if this is about our expectations. Yeah. Maybe it's kind of reminding us not to expect miracles or like instant fixes for things. It's going to be a process. It's going to involve many decisions, maybe many fiery doorways, right? Many rounds of treatment, perhaps. Yeah. But it's something that we can get through. Okay? But I want to focus on the fact that everything is falling into place. And there's this opportunity with that Six of Pentacles for this to be even better than you expected. I don't want to end on a down note, right? I don't want to end on a down note. It is going to be a difficult ride, but it's going to be very, very worth it. Okay, let's focus on that. Let's not forget our little glass of bubbly that we've got. Okay, this is good news. This is good news. Things are going to be absolutely wonderful. That Six of Pentacles, I think, it's not going to be easy getting there, but it's worth the trouble. All right? It's worth the trouble. Now, we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link up in the corner, or there's one down in the video description. New readings for Virgo every Tuesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day. Come on back. See me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Okay. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.